Welcome back to our best move series. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 best moves that I saw in September. So the first game is played by 2 Korean professionals in the Korean National A League. And here is an example. So now is black to play. As we can see now, black and white are fighting on the bottom area right now, and the 4 black stones over here is in danger. Okay, so in the actual game, black doesn't want to just fix the weaknesses and run because on the left side, the 4 stones and this stone on the top also have some agi and a weakness here. For example, white now can use this hane and atari and pull back. And force black to kill the stone so that white can either extend maybe or hane will work as well. So now, even though this group is fixed, but then the other group will be in danger. So in the actual game, black started a counter-attack move. As we can see, these 2 white stones actually are not fully connected yet. So in the actual game, black played an attachment move first. And of course, white now needs to connect the 2 stones by bumping on the top. And the purpose of this move is not just to pull the stone back and let white connect, because now black didn't gain anything. So instead of pull that stone back, now black used itatsuji, which is the wedge on the top. And now white has to atari. White cannot let this happen because black now is connected and this white stone is also in danger. So in the actual game, white ataried, black cuts here, and white connected. And black connects the stone back. And white connects, and black the knight's move. And white jumped here. And now it's black's turn. Same time, blacks fix the weaknesses on the left side. So after these exchange moves are played on the board, not only black fixed the weaknesses here, and now this whole group is getting stronger, but also the weaknesses on the left side is also fixed. So black now is not only under the attack situation, it's more counter-attacking situation right now. Okay, so now let's look at the next best move. The second game is also played by 2 Korean professionals in the Korean National A League. And here's an example. So let me show you what happened first. So it's pretty early, it's still opening, but starting from the next move that I'm going to show you, the opening ended and the serious fight just started. So now it's black's turn, and black chose this joseki, which is one of the most common josekis in the opening. And instead of responding to Kosumi in the corner, white chose to split. Okay, and then that's fine. Split the side, and then black approached from the right side, which is the correct side, because you don't want your opponent to make 2 space extension in your territory. That will be the best shape to settle the weak group. So black approached from the right side, correct, and now white comes back to fix the corner, and black played a 1 space extension and at the same time as a pincer move to the stone. So usually when I was looking at this game, I thought white is going to play the 1 space jump and escape because the stone looks pretty weak and it doesn't have any eye space. That's the only way for white to protect that group. But instead, playing the 1 space jump and save that stone, white says, I'm gonna steal your corner first. So if I'm able to make these 2 stones alive first, and then I can come back to fix this weakness, that will be better. All right, so at this moment, I think black is facing a very uncomfortable and awkward situation because black has a choice to attack this stone. If black spend 1 move to attack the stone, of course white is not going to start running because that would be too risky and the whole group is getting heavier and heavier. It's not worth it. But instead of saving that stone right now, white is going to get out from this direction. Not only this group can have sort of connection between this group and that stone here, and eventually if black tanuki right now, there's some ajis, and eventually the stone is able to escape. But more importantly, after white gets out from this direction, as we can see, this black stone is too close to white group here, and then it's getting weaker, and this gap here is very wide. So if black let's say connect the stone right here, and we can prevent the weakness here with the aji here, then white is able to escape. So black doesn't want to that happen, and at the same time, even though I killed the stone, but the territory on the bottom area is still very small. Let's say I used a move to kill this stone, let's say around here. And then white now is, of course, going to start attacking the stone by playing one of the pincer moves here. And then, as we can see, black actually doesn't have a lot of territory on the board. That's the only territory black has, but white has so many groups on the board. So it's very difficult for black to compete in the territory in this situation. So in the actual game, black had played 10 move combination, I would say that, which is a very good move. So this is the first move. The purpose of this move is black wants white to extend out. And then I can use the Hane here and destroy all the eye space from the corner. And at the same time, that's the vital point to this shape. That's called a square. And in the middle of the square right here is the vital point. So now white has to somehow connect the cutting point here. And then black will keep attacking this group, and white now has to, since this group is getting heavier and heavier, and white has to somehow escape, let's say here, and then black now can attack this group at the same time kill this stone. So that will be more efficient. And at the same time, while white is escaping and protecting this group, all the weaknesses on the right side will be fixed automatically. This is the purpose of the attachment move here. So of course, in the actual game, white would see this plan will happen, and white, instead of extending out, white chose to play the Hane on the bottom. And then black extend here to enclose this entire group. And there's the weaknesses right here. So black used the Kasumi to fix the cutting point. So now there's no weakness anymore. So that's the tiger's mouth. So everything is fixed, but this corner is still not alive. So white has to spend another move to make this whole group alive. And then black make these exchange moves and make sure everything is connected. There's no weaknesses left. And then black played this move. Now, as we can see, on the right side is getting very strong. There's no weakness left. And then if white tries to save this stone, it seems impossible because the right side is too strong. If white tries to run, like here, one space jump or knight's move, what black has to do is push all the stones toward to the stronger side. And then white won't have any space to make two eyes. So eventually, black killed this group and won this game by leading the territory, having a huge moyo right here. All right, so now let's look at the next best move. This is a preliminary match by two Korean professional female players for a coming World Women's Tournament in November. So I will be representing the North American player for this tournament as well. So wish me luck. All right, anyways, so here is the game. It's a pretty peaceful game so far, and now it's black's turn. As we can see, all of the black's stones are on the very low lines on the board. So it seems black is territory style in this game. And as we can see, white's move, all the white stones are more like toward to the center. And on the bottom area here, white is expanding the potential and moyo right here. So black has to do something to prevent white is getting or expanding the moyo and bigger. So starting from this move, the peaceful game, no longer peaceful anymore. Alright, so black decided to take the vital point of the square right here, which I just mentioned it in the last best move. Usually when you see the square like this, the vital point is always right in the middle. So the first reaction of seeing this move is, overplay. You only have one stone. I have so many white stones here. But you never know. And white has the same feeling as me. This is an overplayed move. I have to counter attack. So white decided to play the knight's move and expand the eye space on the bottom at the same time as it's trying to surround the stone. All right, and starting from this move, black showed a combination attacking move right here. First, black decided to attach here. And this move is also trying to separate the stone and the three stones, aiming to cut here later. So white pushed here. Of course, black needs to block. And white push it again. Black block it on the top. And this is scented for white, sorry. And after white made that exchange move, now we can see the cutting point here is very dangerous. So white definitely need a move and to connect the 5 stones. And black played a Kasumi, and white played a knight's move here, and black played a knight's move here. Okay, so after these exchange moves played on the board, not only black successfully cut through and separate this group and the bottom group, but also, as we can see, black is kind of surrounding the entire group right here. And at the same time, while black is attacking this group, and of course, this whole group will get stronger and stronger and more stones while attacking this white group over here. And eventually, black is going to come back to attack this group later. As we can see, this whole group doesn't have eye space. And if white tries to escape like this, as what I said earlier, black will get stronger while attacking this group. At the same time, black will get more stones, and then eventually black can come back to attack this entire group. And then now we can see this group is pretty in danger. So eventually, black won this game by having the initiative in the fight over here. Okay, so now let's look at the next best move. This is another game played by 2 Korean professional Go players in the Korean National A-League. And here is the game. So let's just take a few seconds and try to understand what is going on the board. All right, so this whole white group over here is surrounded and it doesn't have 2 eyes. So pretty much now black and white are at a life and death moment. It's really life and death. So if this group is dead, the game is over. Of course, white is going to lose this game. But it's not that easy to kill this white group. So now it's black's turn. First of all, black has a weakness right here. So if it's white's turn now, white now can pull the stone out. And then the 5 stones are in a net. So if the 5 stones are dead, these 2 white groups are already connected in black field. And the second weakness of black is if I spend my move right now to protect the 4 stones, my 2 stones on the top will die as well. So white is gonna use all the sentence here because now black only has 2 liberties left. So black has to use the Atari and try to get out. But now white is going to keep reducing the liberties on the top, and it's pretty straightforward, and black has to respond. And then white connects back. Now as we can see, this small dragon right here doesn't have 2 eyes and is surrounded by white, so that's impossible to live. Alright, so right now black has to figure out how to fix the 2 weaknesses by using 1 move. Okay, that's the game right here. So how can I fix the weakness right here and at the same time save the 2 stones? That's the only way for black to win this game. All right. So until I thought it is impossible, but until black showed this move, all right, that's absolutely Sente move. And if black is able to kill these 2 white stones, not only the 4 stones are alive, these 2 black stones are also alive because these 2 groups are connected. So white now has to save the 2 stones, has to connect here. And then black use another Sente on the top. That's a connect and die. So white has to respond. And that's another Sente. Still the connect and die here. So white turned here. And after black made some exchange moves along the top, black gets more liberties. And now black has the time to fix the weaknesses on the bottom and save the 4 stones. And in the actual game, white still trying to surround the 4 stones, and then black has this move to get out. So in the actual game, white stopped playing on the top. So if white tries to surround on the top, and then black has the Sente right here, even though there's a Atari, but it doesn't actually help white because black has 2 liberties, and then black has the Atari here and it killed the 3 stones. So, in the actual game, white now tries to make some eye space on the bottom and playing this move. But then black had killed the eye on the top in Sente and pushed here and killed this eye. So after this move, the entire white group now is dead. Even though you can capture the stone, but that's, first of all, I can kill this eye. Even though I don't kill that eye, white has a gote eye over here and gote eye over here. This is a false eye, so this entire group is already dead. Alright, so eventually black won this game, of course, because this whole white group is dead. Alright, now let's move to the last best move. The last game is played by 2 Chinese professional Go players in the Chinese National A-League. And here is the game. So both black and white are having a liberty fight, the capture race on the bottom area here. So there's 5 white stones only have 3 liberties. So white has to find a way somehow to kill the 4 stones on the bottom. So if white is simply block here, and then black is going to reduce one of the liberties on the top. It looks like these 3 stones only have 2 liberties, but actually there's no way for white to reduce the liberty directly. So if white Atari's here, black can Atari here, connect, and then white still has to spend another move to capture that. But after black made that exchange move, black has 2 liberties, white has 2 liberties, and now it's black's turn. So white is dead. If white Atari is from the right side, that would be the same situation because connecting here, black connects here. That's also Atari and a Sente, and still the liberty fight is 2 versus 2, and it's black's turn, and white is dead. All right, so how can we solve this problem then? Doesn't mean the whole group on the top is already dead? Actually, no. So white has a Tatsuji move, the clamp on the first line. Okay. So the purpose of this move is if, let's say, black connects here. And after I made that exchange move, and then when I turn or connect that stone back, black only has 2 liberties right here. So that means after I turned here, instead of black should reduce one of the liberties on the top, and black connect here and reduce his own liberty. So without that exchange move, black actually have 3 liberties so far. But after I made that exchange move here, I only have 2. Even though I can make an eye, but still it doesn't help black to make more liberties. So black still have 2 liberties here, and white has 3 liberties on the top. So black's ahead. All right. So after this move, now black needs to reduce one of the liberties on the top. And then white Atari's here, black connects, and then best situation to solve this capital race is a ko. So eventually white didn't win this game is because the co-threat. So black has a lot of a co-threat on the top, and white actually doesn't have any co-threat on the board. Even the local co-threat, white doesn't even have the local co-threat. So unfortunately, white lost this game. But we have to admit this is one of the best moves that I saw in September. That's actually the only way to solve this capital race. Just sometimes we just don't have a lock in the game. So if you lose your game, don't feel bad. Sometimes we just don't have the lock in that game. See, it's also happening to the professional games as well. Alright, so these are the 5 best moves that I saw in September. If you like the videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave the comments below or go to our new design website. So my name is Stephanie Yin. I will see you next time.